What do you think is the biggest genre in the world right now?
American. I think American.
No, the biggest genre in the world right now is Afrobeats.
You're lying, but there's no scene in the UK.
But there's no Afrobeat scene in the UK. Afroswing is not dead. There's people in the UK making Afroswing. And labels fed off it, gave these man bare money, and now the sound is just dead. It's like people just know the song, but they don't know my face. And like it's just frustrating. Looking back on it now, I feel like if I kept that song, I probably would have done better than what it did. Signed to a label.
What? So did you get money from it?
Yeah.
Do you want to say?
Nah, I can't really get it.
Pac-Man TV. Pac-Man TV. Pac-Man TV.
What can I say? They always say I look like I'm 15.
You definitely know you're 26.
We're not 26.
We're not 26.
21.
How do you zoom it in again?
Oh, yeah.
You don't remind me of recording this, do you?
No, it's calm. People do like, the natural recording before it actually starts recording. What country are you from?
Nigeria.
I'm putting the headphones on. I can't lie.
Oh, you meant to?
To see the sound, how the sound is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't you want to check that out though?
Oh?
So would you want to check out the sound?
No, but it sounds calm recording now.
Okay.
Do my research, and I found out that you was Irish born, or you
Yeah.
Like, how was growing up in Ireland?
I didn't live there. I don't remember anything about it.
I
don't know what my parents were doing, but yeah.
So you just
I was born there. I don't remember living there. I remember like going over there a couple of times, but like I don't have any Irish identity.
Oh, I was gonna even ask you if you spoke like Gaelic.
Nah.
But I feel like bare Nigerians are from
from
Ireland.
So.
Why is that?
I don't know, I think it's just I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I feel like with Ghanaians, like we're from like Dutch, Italy, like and them places there. I feel like I don't know if it's easy to get a passport there.
I think it's probably easy to get a passport.
I've got an icebreaker question.
Let's break the ice.
Okay, if animals could speak, what do you think would be the rudest animal?
If animals was big, what would be the rudest animal? I think fish. Fish look like rude. Like, have you never just looked at a fish and like, you look rude? Like,
no! Fish look like they just look so bored. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, true, they do look unbothered.
They look bored, like.
They do look unbothered.
Yeah, I would say a hippo. A hippo looks really rude.
No, they just look angry.
Yeah, so like, I feel like a hippo. Actually, not a cat. Cats.
Yeah, cats.
Cats.
I don't like cats.
They look, you don't like cats?
No, I'm not a cat person.
Let's actually start getting into like the music, your career. So, like, how did you get into music, or when did you start getting into music?
I've always been into music, like, just from young. Obviously, like, my dad was like proper into music, but obviously that was all like church influence. So like my dad was like a choir master. He had like his own like choir, like gospel records and stuff. Like, that's my first real introduction to music. Like in my old bit, like there was like the old school record player and that. Like my dad would bang his gospel tunes on it every Sunday and then after church. So that's like my first influence of music. No, like because I actually knew my dad could sing. Then in school really, like in school I'd sing in choir. Like it wasn't anything that I just like decided to start doing. Like really, I really got into like understanding, like putting myself into music like in year 5, year 6. Year 5. I was singing in choir. I sang in some big arenas. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
What, doing like hymns?
No, I had lead like parts like.
Oh.
So obviously, the school I went to, there was like a event like every year with different schools from the same borough called, I think it was called Sing On or Sing Up, something like that. And like all our schools would go there and like people would showcase their talent there.
Okay. I don't think you understand like you're like a national treasure.
Am I really?
Yeah, I feel like you didn't get your flowers though.
I don't feel like I did, but I charge it.
No, you like you made like one of the biggest tracks, of like that era. Do you know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, how did you like make the song? Like you and CXCV and Use? How do you say your name?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know what it was?
Yeah.
It was all accidental, to be fair, because obviously at the time, basically like during my secondary school years, like there was a big transition for me because I didn't live in this country for like 2 years.
Oh, where was you? Nigeria?
Yeah, I lived in Nigeria for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So obviously I come back from Nigeria. Then I done like my last year of secondary school. Then obviously I was kind of going to college. And then obviously at the time I had one brethren that I used to go to his studio on Old Kent Road with my friend Apollo. Pick up APV. And then like I was recording then, it was like that's like the first time I'm in the studio. So that's, I don't know what year that is, but I was young. And then obviously at the time I had one of my other close friends that we're all still friends up to this day. I had a friend called Daniel in it. And he put me onto this artist called SK.
Oh.
So obviously this is like, let's just say obviously everyone's got their own Afrobeat influences, so you by this time you was already listening to the Wizkids or whatever. But in terms of UK Afrobeats, that was the first artist I started listening to, innit? So started listening to SK, was rating his thing that he was like, and then he had a song called Mujo, Baby Mujo, and then I don't even know what I was doing. I was at my brethren's house, and obviously Apollo's the producer as well, so he makes beats. So he was running a beat, and I don't know why, that's all that came to mind. Like I was singing that chorus, but I just put my own little twist on it, innit? Without my knowledge, that man slapped it on Twitter, and then we just got along from there.
So like you didn't even like release it yourself? Nah,
it wasn't like at this point I'm still fresh as it's not at this point I'm trying to play football. I don't want to make music. So like it wasn't even like it was something that was planned enough. But
okay, yeah.
And then obviously blew up on Twitter. Then obviously I started listening to CXCV around this time. So, but these men are from East, I'm from South. Like growing up, you don't really know about any parts of London. You just know about where you're from. Innit? Like you don't even know that there's a North and a. Obviously, them are from East, and like at the time they're people I'm actually looking up to. So like they reached out to man.
Oh wow.
And then that's how it happened. And we made it a thing. And up to now, every weekend someone's still sending me snaps of the tune getting around in clubs or like you even got. Even got run out DLT this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the club this weekend, so I got run. But it's always
How
weird.
Does it feel? Like, did you
it's
think
weird, like, because it's like I've got bare other songs that are way better than this, like, and it's like people just know the song, but they don't know my face. And like I'm stuck in a position now where it's like I'm dropping bangers, but it's like the music ain't reaching, or like people just don't. But let's keep going, kind of thing.
How's that? Because you got signed like after.
I didn't get signed.
You didn't get signed?
No, so I signed a single. I didn't get signed to a label, but I signed a single deal with a label.
So what does that mean?
So basically, I had a song that was slightly brewing up, and they just bought the song.
They bought it. So what does that mean? So
basically, they offered me X amount for the song under their label, and it's just to push the song. Really, the whole point of the whole thing is how can we make more money off this? Really, that's what it was. And that was just one single deal. But even that, I learned a lot of things from that because I realised looking back on it now, I feel like if I kept that song, I probably would have done better than what it did signed to a label.
What? So did you get money from it?
Yeah.
Do you want to say?
Nah, I can't really get the figure. It's not mad, but obviously at the time I was like, what, 18? Was that 17, 18?
So you're just seeing money and you're just like...
Yeah, like, it's mad because obviously I'm in year 11, like at this point. Or I'm in year 11 or year 11, first year of college or whatever. Yeah. And like, it was just a bit weird because obviously every week I was like at a different uni performing. Like I weren't going to school. Like
you was like, oh, fame.
Yeah, it was good. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it was. I think, but obviously now that I look back on it, like I feel like it was good for me to experience those things very, very early on because there's so much that I've learned. So even now I'm in a position where I am, I still love the music I'm making. I know that it's gonna come back around again, and now I know how to move differently.
Okay, I saw a tweet, like I think Mimi, the music blogger, tweeted it, and it was like how Afroswing like died because like loads of people within the like industry were just releasing like mixtapes and nobody actually like released albums, and there was like nothing to like push you guys type thing. Do you like agree with that?
Yeah, but I think the artists she's referring to as Afroswing, they're not. I wouldn't consider them.
You wouldn't consider them?
No, I wouldn't consider them Afroswing. Personally, would you consider them Afroswing? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You thought about it. You wouldn't.
No, but I feel like that your song.
That's not the artist she's referring to. It's not Afroswing. Them artists was a moment. It was a wave.
Yeah.
And then labels fed off it. Gave these man bare money, and now the sound is just dead. Like because they literally rinsed it. They just microwaved it. And then obviously with what she's saying. Afro swing is not dead. There's people in the UK making Afro swing like.
Well, we don't
proper.
know.
We do know, fam. Big up the Odils and the Gabsies.
But they're coming up
and
now.
Even them lot that are coming up now, they don't even get the recognition they deserve as a genre. So it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, I don't curate on Spotify. I'm not the GRMs, the link ups. I'm not the... People can't hear what they don't see, do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is drill or rap or whatever the case may be. But I don't know, I just feel like I wouldn't even say there's a UK Afro beat scene.
Not anymore though.
But
back in the day it was
popping.
Yeah.
And then
even like Tion Wayne was on the Afro swing vibe, and now he switched to drill.
He doesn't even want to make Afro swing anymore.
Yeah. He's doing drill.
He doesn't.
Because I feel like I don't know if it is there not money in it or what.
What do you think is the biggest genre in the world right now?
American. I think American. No?
What do you think the biggest genre in the world is right now?
Or British music, or like it's American. These
the biggest genre.
Rap, but Afrobeats is kind of.
No, the biggest genre in the world right now is Afrobeats.
You're lying, but there's no scene in the UK.
But there's no Afrobeat scene in the UK.
But the UK is small though.
I just think.
No, you're lying. Where's the statistics?
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you. Everybody wants to listen to Afrobeats.
It's true. It's coming.
I was in the club the other day. The club didn't get lit until Afrobeats came on.
All the time though, like.
It never used to be like that.
I know.
It never used to be like that.
But there's no scene in the UK.
There is no scene because no one's pushing it. Like you don't have no one in the labels trying to like a lot of it's being done independently. But like it's just frustrating. Even me as an artist, like I'll make songs like and I listen to other people's songs. I'm thinking,
song is better, isn't it?
I'm thinking my song's better because I'm very critical of my own music. But it's just what is it that they're doing that I'm not doing, or is it that my sound is not developed enough, or because obviously as an artist you have doubts in it when you feel like you should be in a certain place. But I just think of UK Afrobeats as a whole, the people who are in positions to shine a light on it don't want to. Like I don't know. I feel like people are afraid to reach down and pick people up. That's how I feel personally.
That's sad because there's like really good talent.
That's how I feel personally. I've seen everything in it. Like there's people who I know in the scene right now who are in positions better than me right now. But when nobody knew them, I was the one reaching out to them like, let's get in the studio, let's do this. I didn't have to wait for anybody to tell me this person's cold or I didn't have to wait for them to get clout. All I did was listen to what they have as someone who loves to hear music, which is what these Spotify curators should be doing all these playlists and blog pages and that part.
Do you know what it is? I feel like the UK,
No one does
like if everybody's on one thing, then everyone's gonna jump on it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like TikTok has even made it worse as well. Like there's a lot of artists that are just coming out the works because their sounds are just trending.
I don't mind that. Do you know what? I don't mind that though. Only
I don't mind it either.
No, but the reason why I'm saying
that,
no, but it's not even about that. The reason why I'm saying I don't mind that is because it's gonna get to a point where you've got so many of these artists, and then we can actually differentiate who's not what's good music and what's bad.
Is there anything that you would have changed career-wise, and like what are you sort of doing now?
There's loads of things I would change. If there's loads of things I would have wanted to change, but then I wouldn't have learned. If I had done certain things like earlier, and obviously it's crazy for me because I've never been in a position when I've had like solid management or like a team, or I've always done everything independently or with my brethren or with my cousin, like my family or whatever. I don't think there's anything I would have changed, only because of the lessons that I learned.
Fair enough.
And how much my music has developed from then till now. I can't really say there's anything I would have changed.
Still a national treasure in my eyes. Okay. What are you doing like now?
Right now I'm working on a mixtape. Might check Volume 2. The first one came out 2018. Obviously I've dropped a few singles this year, but literally working on finishing that mixtape is what I'm doing right now. Obviously trying to plug in and get in with other UK artists, attempting. It's hard, you know. Just trying to talk to artists is really, really difficult.
I can imagine. Just getting Ed in the DMs.
Yeah, but character building.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I'm on the same way. I have to reach out to people. You know?
I think it's just how it's just how it goes really. But sometimes I think to myself, if I ever get in a position like these people, am I gonna act the same? I always think because I'm not there, I can't say. But the way they act, sometimes I'm just like, surely I can't be. I couldn't be like this. Like, there's no way I could. Like, it's not in me. But we don't know, I guess. But then I think them lot probably were in our position where no one was reaching out to them, no one was trying to hear them, and now they're where they are. It's like, yeah, fuck everyone. I'm not trying to. Which is, it's like it turns into a cycle, innit? But
thank you for coming onto my podcast. Can't wait to see your. Thank you. Can't wait to see your new music and your new stuff. I'll plug your socials.
Thank you guys.